What if I tell you that music has the power to heal a broken heart? Music has the power to remind us of the present moment, to remind us of the here and now. When we listen to music, we're always living in the present moment. And the more we live in the present, the more we can connect with ourselves. When we listen to music together, the more we can connect to each other. Music has the power to entitle us to understand that we're not alone. Music has the power to let us express happiness, joy, anger, and sadness all together. Music is the mirror within ourselves and our souls. And in addition, music is the melody that no matter what, no matter where you're from, what language you speak, what ethnicity you are, you're still able to enjoy. I had a vivid example of that. Back then, a couple years back, when I wasn't able to speak English very well, to understand the language, I used to enjoy and listen to a lot of the American musicians that spoke English, even though I didn't understand a word of what they were saying. So what if I tell you that music has the power to heal a broken heart, a broken mind, and a broken body? Well, many studies have shown that it's possible. According to Richard Astrom from the University Hospital in Gothenburg, he and his team had the goal to research if it was possible for us to use music in a hospital, which might be before surgery, or perhaps already in the ambulance. They wanted to see that if we could use music to help people after surgery recover and motivate them to get back. They also wanted to see if music could be an alternative without side effects to many medical drugs. Well, according to them, it is possible. One of the experiments they did to see if the body interacts with music in a medical manner was they gathered a group of people, a group of musicians, a group of singers to play and sing music all together besides a man in a coma. We're talking about a man that has been asleep months. A man that hasn't been able to interact with nobody for months, no talking, no nothing. So Ashram and his group started singing and playing music all together besides this man, and they found that the man's heartbeat was playing alongside the music. This was the man's first interaction after being in a coma. So it shows that it's possible. More studies from a group of scientists in the University of Harvard have shown that music is able to help people with Alzheimer's or dementia deal with their illness. They have gathered a group of people that suffer from these illnesses all together and played music in sessions to help them recover and get along with their illnesses so they can feel better. They have shown it's possible. A funny story that I remind myself sometimes when I listen to music, because I like a lot of classical music, Asian music you might name it. One of the greatest musicians from all times, Beethoven, in the last stage of his life was getting deaf. So you might say, how does a deaf man can make music? Well, in the last stages of his life, Beethoven was able to compose the Ninth Symphony, which is one of the greatest musical pieces of all time. So I have a question to you before we end. Do you actually think that it's possible? Do you actually think that music has the power to heal a broken heart? Thank you very much for your time. My name is Angelo Salazar.